penalties are going to be translated post-race. They haven't got time to do them now, but Costa goes for the race lead, starting the last lap. He goes to the outside line into the first corner, and he can't get through there. The Bentley fends him off. Jules Gounon is just ahead. So the first lap was frantic. The last lap is going to be just as frantic and even more vital. Nose to tail they run now. Costa trying the outside line. He's not going to get through there, but if he can put Jules Gounon off his stride, he can pounce. 38 seconds to go. It'll be the flag at the end of this last lap. The gap in Sector 1 had gone up. The gap in Sector 2 is coming down and down. But is it enough? Albert Costa has driven his heart out in this race. I mean, he'd be a deserving winner, but so will be if he can hang on in there. Jules Gounon and drama there coming into the right-hander senior ahead of the leaders. And do we go through with a change? I think we have. Has Costa done it? Waiting for the headlights to come into view. The Lexus has done it and gone through. So into Beausset. It is a new race leader on the last lap. Albert Costa has gone through and he's done it. He takes over the race lead, and having got past the Bentley, he is released. Albert Costa for Emile Frey Racing is going to give the team potentially an outright win. They can barely look because we're not done yet. 3 corners to go, 2 corners to go. Albert Costa on lap 172, the last lap, comes through. He gets ahead of Jules Gounon and he gets away from the Bentley. The fireworks go off, and Albert Costa for Emile Frey Racing is going to win the Blancpain GT Series Endurance Cup race here at Paul Ricard. It is a win for the Lexus, second to the Bentley. The gap 2.3 seconds at the end. And what a result. The first time the team has had an outright win, the first win for the Lexus. This is going to be a big, big party. Jack Hawksworth under attack, and now Mapelli at the curb on the inside. There's contact and the Mercedes spins. Mapelli takes evasive action, but Jack Hawksworth is backwards off the road. He's not just lost one place, he might lose more. Here is the replay. So, down to the end of Vale comes 519 Giovanni Venturini. Mapelli sees a gap, goes for it, he's up the curb, there's the contact. That's enough to unsettle Jack Hawksworth, who loops it, but damage done to the Lamborghini. There he is, he's still okay. There's a very slow Lamborghini that's just come into the pit. No, it's Bortolotti. Mirko Bortolotti in the pits, and a tyre possibly has gone down on 563 because he's way out wide going through Luffield. Has Marco Mapelli got a problem, or is this just suspension and steering damage, the geometry damage after that contact? And there is Jack Hawksworth, who might yet get back ahead of Mapelli. Won't give him back his earlier 3rd place, but it would right or wrong, wouldn't it, if you could get past Mapelli, whose car is clearly damaged, clearly hobbled. I thought a moment ago at Stowe it had liquid dropping onto a tyre maybe, and Jack Hawksworth says, come on, get out of my way. Not impressed at all, and he gets right into the back of the slow Lamborghini. Hawksworth comes home in 5th place, Marco Mapelli 6th, and then 7th up towards the line. Lucas Stoltz is ahead of Gerhard Ferrari for a change on the last lap, but Ferrari hangs on to win the silver. It's Marco Mapelli who has parked it straight after the flag at Cops Corner. So he limped it home, but Marco Mapelli ends up 6th, and with damage, parked by the side of the road.
Now there's a Mustang to be lapped here. I think that's 15 potentially, Seb Prio.
But every time he comes across a back marker, it's in the wrong place, and he gets into the side because the back marker is in the way. Beckett says this is McLeod's chance, and contact, and Johnny Adam gets drilled by the Mustang. Around he goes, and after that great drive, I'm afraid the Mustang is in the way.
So he's going to be compromised. He knows he's going to be under pressure into Stowe, so he has to make the move. He gets alongside, the Mustang gives him no room. McLeod goes to the outside, takes a chance, he's all the way over the curb on the outside, squeezes the Mustang, touches wheels, damages suspension, game over.
For Ram Racing, for Mercedes, it is Callum McLeod and Ian Logie who will win at Silverstone. The checkered flag is waved, Mercedes victorious, and Callum McLeod and Ian Logie take victory in the end by a monster margin. The rain is falling at Spa, 50 minutes of the race to go. The leader has gone on to slicks, and the 2nd place car has gone on to wets, and the rain is getting heavy. The rain is coming down. That is the car that's on slick tyres, the Iron Lynx Ferrari, with under an hour to go, tiptoes round. Is it going to bail? Is it going to stay out? What weather information does the Italian team have at its disposal? You could cynically say it's down to a driver's right foot, and there is drama now. That might change things completely, because off the road has gone 911, and more of them on slick tyres arrive. 3, 4 cars involved. Now potentially full course yellow will come, and look, there's another car off the road there heading towards the barrier. The 50 Mercedes slews sideways. There's another Ferrari pirouetting. The yellow flags wave, and Alain Adam is going to have to make a call in a moment. The yellow flags are there, and cars get away from the scene of the crime, diving for the pit lane. Well, the road clears itself. Everybody's got the chance to back off, except another Mercedes spins into the stop chicane. The drivers have the ability, and the teams will be shouting on the radio, go slow, and that's the leader who's barely going to make the corner. In paddles the Ferrari, and Iron Lynx looks as though it is going to be denied because of the weather.
Oh, the Ferrari has hit the barrier.
Of course, yellow is called for. That's because of the car in a dangerous place more than the conditions. You might argue the conditions have been the catalyst for the car being off the road, but it's not just the rain that has triggered this. It is a car stranded on the circuit, and of course if anybody else were to hit that, then we'd be in real trouble.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap. We're all set to go. How exciting. Look at Dries van Thor running behind the safety car. He will be on his toes when it comes to the safety car coming up the hill into turn 18 and 19. It will then be in the control of the young Belgian driver to take this race back for the remaining 30 minutes, and can he win a historic win?
Here comes the Ferrari. Look, it looks a little bit quicker and tighter going down towards campus. You've seen the way the Audi has been sliding. You get offline on one corner for that sequence of going left and right, and you're offline all the way through. And here comes Pierre Guidi. This is for the race lead. We've been racing since 4:30 yesterday. 9.5 minutes to go, side by side. On the outside line is the Ferrari, and Pierre Guidi's going to do it. Right round the outside, he's got the drive, he's got the momentum, and he's got the bravery. Alessandro Pierre Guidi leads at Spa. Fantastic move. Its first GT World Challenge Endurance Cup win. Its first Intercontinental GT Challenge win. The checkered flag at the ready. The Total Energies 24 Hours of Spa for 2021 is won by Ferrari, by Comme Ledegar, Nicholas Nielsen, and Alessandro Pierre Guidi, who comes across the line, the hero of the hour.
Yeah, but what's actually happened right there, I'm sure Johnny Adam is professional enough to keep out the way. There was a slight loss of momentum out of Surtees by the McLaren in the lead of this race. Ollie Wilkinson still there. He had a tiny bit of respite, but look, they're side by side, and the race leader needs to get through. He's being compromised, nearly hits the tail of Giorgio Roda's Ferrari, and Marcello is alongside, and Dries van Toor's ready to pounce.
He's got past. No, he hasn't.
No, McLaren's still just about hanging on. Breathe, and there's contact, and the McLaren is taken off, unfortunately clashing into Dingledar. Oh, that is disaster for Jota. Unjust returns for Ollie Wilkinson, who drove a supreme race under enormous pressure. He's out of the car, but there's lots of damage to the barriers. I did sort of sense he might have been gesticulating at the others in that lead group when they came past behind under full course yellow at abated speed. But look, we're into the final 30 seconds of this race, and we are clearly going to end under full course yellow conditions, which will mean potential victory for the 88 Mercedes, Raffaele Marcello. 32 in second place for Dries van Toor, and Mauro Engel in third place.